My family have been going to the same place on holiday pretty much every year for the last 70 years.
My grandparents, my parents, myself and mum, and then you guys, so that's 4 generations.
Jersey is a British Channel island located 19 miles off the coast of France. It's 5 miles long and 9 miles wide and is known as the warmest place in the British Isles. For me and my family, Jersey is a very special place with many happy memories. But in recent years, it's felt like this tradition may be coming to an end. With increasing prices and me and my brothers growing up and becoming more independent, it brings doubt to whether or not we'll keep going back. Jersey has been an important part of my childhood, but now that my childhood is over, it's left me wondering if it's going to be a part of my future. This has led me to question why we've been going for so long, and what it is about this place that brings us back year after year.
My father-in-law went when my husband was only a small boy. That was the first year after the end of the Second World War, and they just fell in love with it.
Not only was Jersey a part of mine and my brother's childhoods, it was part of my dad's, his brothers, and their dads as well. Having enjoyed such great times there as a child, when my grandpa married and had kids, it felt natural to continue having their summer holidays in Jersey.
I've been every year now for, so probably 42 years.
I'm now 46 years old. I've been most years of my life, I would guess, at least 40, 41 times, maybe more.
When my grandpa died, my uncle William compiled his memoirs into an autobiography. In here he wrote of Jersey.
The island attracted us like a magnet. It was paradise. We met the same families year after year and watched each other's children growing up, from infancy to childhood and into the teenage years. We've returned again and again to this sanctuary of St.Brelade.
It was fun. We laughed a lot.
My mum and dad met at university and got married soon after. They were still very young, only a year older than I am now.
Because we had children quite early on in our marriage, and Granny and Grandpa were still going, it made a lot of sense to go.
Since we got married, we've only missed 1 or 2 years, I think. So you boys have been going every summer of your life.
There's been so many memories made there over the years, friendships made there. It just feels like a second home.
It just feels like something would be missing if we didn't go in a year. If we didn't do it, it'd not feel right.
Most of the reason that I look forward to going there is meeting up with friends and family.
Between my dad's 3 brothers, and there's always a lot of kids around. But when we're all there together, we sort of take over the hotel a bit. With so many porters there, there's often 20, 30 of us.
Every year we return to the same hotel, the Biarritz in St.Brelade's Bay.
I've still got the same room that I've had now for over 20 years. And I wake up in the morning, I can see the sweep of the bay, and I can see the little Anglican church at the bottom. It's absolutely beautiful.
The hotel's great for families with young kids and organises certain activities that we always look forward to, such as film nights, carpet bowls and sandcastle competitions. Another highlight of the holiday is organising a large game of rounders on the beach, where we try and get everyone involved. We also enjoy the opportunity to go surfing at St. Ones, spend a lot of our time exploring the island, climbing rocks, jumping off sand dunes and investigating old war bunkers. Some memories stand out more than others, like the time Luke fell and cracked his head on the stairs on the way back up from the beach.
You were all quite young, and you imagined that the amount of blood coming out of his head was actually his brains. And I don't think there was any danger that his head was actually split open and his brains were coming out, but that has passed into family folklore, I think.
Or the time we managed to set a bush on fire from a Chinese lantern that we set off for Ben's birthday.
That was perhaps the most alarming moment of my Jersey memories.
I was very worried about that, as you remember. I thought we were going to set fire to half the island.
We called the fire brigade and they came out and dealt with it. But it was all rather embarrassing.
Particularly now that I'm older, memories become very important. Sometimes your memories, you can exaggerate things, can't you? Make it sound all wonderful. Not always all wonderful, but I think it's that security it gives you, don't you? Security of your childhood, of happy memories.
I think when looking back on memories, it's it is easy to kind of be caught up in nostalgia and stuff.
Have I got an over-romanticised view of Jersey? Yeah, maybe. But it doesn't stop me going back.
I've travelled all over the world, but there's nowhere quite like Jersey. I think it's like coming home. There must be something that draws us back, otherwise why are you still interested as a young person now?
It's not something that we have to do. It's more that this is something that we value and we appreciate, and therefore it would take quite a big thing to break it. We want you to have a happy childhood, and I think Jersey's played a significant part in that for us all.
This year, we decided not to go as a family.
For the past few years, it said, "Oh, it's going to be the last year. It's going to be the last year," mainly because of the cost.
It got to the summer and Dad was, I think, just feeling like he was missing out because he knew the rest of the family would be there.
I ended up going with Isaac and David for 2 days.
My dad booked last minute and went with my 2 youngest brothers, whilst me and Ben had organised to go with friends. We couldn't afford the hotel, so we caught the ferry across in an old blue transit van with some makeshift beds in the back. We crammed 6 of us in there and spent each night parked up by the beach.
Again, was it like you couldn't stay away either? What was that all about?
Having not been able to resist going back this year, we're now booked in as a family for next year. So, for now anyway, we're not quite done with Jersey.